Happy birthday to my firstborn son. He is now 22. 22 years ago today, I was getting ready to go in labor. I remember around this time during that day, I was thinking about, what do I do? Do I go to the hospital? Do I stay at home? I'm hurting really bad. I'm cramping. What should I do? This is my first baby. I don't know what to do. So I went in the kitchen and I started cooking. And I think it was breakfast food I cooked. I'm sure it was breakfast food and probably a Pepsi.
While you was pregnant?
While I was pregnant.
With contractions and stuff.
With contractions and everything. I just didn't know what to do, and I was like, I'll wait. I don't want to go to the hospital. I hate hospitals anyway. I go to the hospital and I sit there, and then his knucklehead butt probably wouldn't come. So I said, I'm gonna wait. I'm not going. Eventually, I started hurting enough. I went to the hospital, and they said, congratulations, you're not going home. You're having a baby boy today. And I said, about time. Because I'm tired of being big and pregnant. I can't play sports with my brothers. And I'm really tired of being pregnant. So, anyway, at 10:20 p.m., Tari, LaRon, Vincent, McBride, Palmore came into this earth form. I'm so happy and so excited. Yay! I'm so happy and so excited to have my 22-year-old son here with me to do this video on his birthday, because I have a couple of reflective questions I would like to ask him. He's now 22. He's not a boy anymore. He's not a teenager. He's not a young man. So I just want to reflect back on his 22 years of life to see how does he feel and what does he feel about his life and the direction of his future or present, whichever. So the very first question is, how do you feel about being 22?
I don't feel no way. I just turned it. So give me some time and I think I probably have a better detailed description.
What you need, 24 hours? 48 hours?
I just turned 22. I can't tell you how 22 feel right now.
No, that might be true. But anyway, Happy New Year! Yay!
Happy birthday to me.
Yes. So, what are you happy about from the past year that you will continue on your new year?
Is it one thing or multiple?
Whatever comes to mind. 1, 2, 3.
I'm happy and very proud of my newly born son. He's 5 months, and he's actually going on 6 months in about 4 days. So I got a 6-month-year-old.
A 6-month-year-old?
I mean a 6 month old. So very happy and proud about that accomplishment. You know, it don't take too much work, but it takes some work. So what else? The movie that I've done, like back in 2017, the Brian Banks movie, which you all should go see if you haven't already. Very proud of that accomplishment. It took 2 years for the film to come out, and it was a long wait, but I feel like it was worth it. So just seeing myself on the big screen and the credit, my name, you know, basically plastered onto film history is a pretty big accomplishment. I'm proud of the apartment that my first apartment. I got my first apartment this year.
On his own.
This year. Well, I wasn't fully on my own. I did have a partner, my wife or whatnot. Well, I call her wife even though we ain't married, but you know, you gotta speak stuff into existence, okay? So
common law.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's plenty more, but I really don't want to bore you guys with the details. Next question.
Did you take anything for granted this year? Over this past year living in 21? Do you think you took anything for granted?
I feel like I took. I feel like I took the words that came out of some words that I didn't mean. So I took for granted the power of my words and how they can affect people. So I could do better with that, and I am going to do better with that.
Do you think you're 100% true to yourself? as of right now, what you say, what you mean to yourself? Do you think you're very honest with yourself?
I feel as though I'm honest with myself in the current time frame. But over time, I feel like some things I think or some things I may feel may change. So,
But ultimately, you're true to yourself.
ultimately,
You
I'm
mean
true
what
to
you say,
myself,
and you
and
say
I
what
mean
you
what I
mean.
say.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you feel like you have a great, healthy lifestyle with your exercising, your food choices, the way you eat, the regimen and routine that you eat on and exercise on?
So people that know me, they know I don't really like to eat. I don't eat pretty much at all. I eat once a day, or maybe I might eat once and a half, maybe a little snack or whatnot, but I eat once a day and I feel great. So I feel as if that's a pretty healthy choice. Of course, I could get healthier, but when I'm better informed on how, then I would take the steps to do so.
Is that one of your goals, to eat healthier or live a healthier life in 22?
I don't feel like it's one of my goals, but it is something that I've been heavily kind of thinking about, probably transitioning what I eat or the way I eat or whatever. I still gonna eat once a day because I just don't like to eat like that. It make me feel bad. Make me feel bad. I feel like a glutton. I don't feel good.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
But the type of stuff I eat, I would like to possibly change.
Changing food habits and food in the diet that you eat on. So, are there any negative thoughts that you know you need to get rid of, and what method would you use to get rid of those negative thoughts and habits?
As any other person, we all have negative thoughts, but the way that I guess I deal with them are, I'm not a professional meditator, but I do try my best to sit still, take breaths, and kind of empty myself mentally and kind of drain thoughts, or to develop I guess like a everything for a reason type of attitude. You might call it a I don't care attitude or whatever you want to call it, but it's just, that's the type of attitude I kind of try to put forth to things so it doesn't negatively impact me.
Okay. Do you have any fears that you need to conquer? Do you have any fears that you know of that you need to conquer, and are you trying to conquer them soon? Any things that you want to check off that you've been very fearful of doing or trying or succeeding in, and you just would like to change how you're doing things to get over those fears?
I believe I have a fear of kind of going out and doing things. So like, anybody who knows me, I'm an actor, I'm a hypnotherapist. And now with hypnotherapy, I have went out to malls and other different public outing places and hypnotized people, of course, but I really struggle with staying consistent with that. So I feel like that's one thing I would like to, that type of fear I would like to kind of conquer, because I still do get this fresh fear of just going out and actually doing what I need to do.
Okay.
But I do get it. Sometimes I do conquer it for that day, but once that day, it's not consistent. That's the problem.
So it doesn't sound like it's a fear. It sounds like it's probably
It's definitely a fear. My stomach tighten up and everything. I be like, I just wait till I muster up the confidence.
And then you just do it?
And I just don't do it.
Oh,
and
wow.
then I just wait until I muster the confidence.
Get to it again to do it. Okay, so, and that's why I say it might not be a fear. It might just be a negative feeling that you have that's not quite fear, but it's almost like a procrastination. Like, I'll wait and do it when I feel like it. I'll wait and do it when I feel better. Not like, oh my God, I'm afraid to do it because it might kill me, hurt me, or whatever. Because all of us know, with your mind gets in the way. And when your mind gets in the way, your body stops. So, it could be one of those. And if you just jump over that procrastination hoop, then it'll cause you to kind of step forward in the next one. So for the next one, for the last year, what mistakes have you learned from? I know over the years, with all of us, we've made many, many mistakes, especially being parents. And new parents, you make a humongous amount of mistakes. But in making those mistakes, what is possibly one mistake that you've made that you don't want to make again in this new year, in your happy new year?
One mistake that I've just recently learned about myself is that I do hold myself back. Like, for example, I held myself back from getting an agent for my acting career simply because I wanted a story of basically a struggle, and I was making my struggle instead of
Helping yourself.
I was making my own problem.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you
think
notice
that's one
that's
thing
a problem.
that's a problem.
And
So
then you need to fix it.
in my head, it felt as if, at this story that I'm trying to reach, I'm gonna have to struggle or whatever. And so through me setting myself up for that, thinking that that's what's gonna make my success much sweeter is if I struggle. And me putting myself in the struggle didn't make me happy, wasn't making me happy, and I don't think it was very healthy. Led to a lot of, I guess, depressive thoughts and feelings. So I kind of learned from that, and I don't want to make the mistake of making myself go through something rather than just letting a situation just happen. If it's gonna be, a tough time, I'd rather the tough time just come instead of me making it come. So that's that.
Yeah. Great. Sounds good. So what is one thing that you can do right now to change your path or your journey to make it be a path or a journey that you feel would make you very successful in your own right? Because people can look at you and say, because people often tell me, oh my God, you have some wonderful kids, which I very much appreciate it. And I know I have 4 fabulous, wonderful boys. But in their own minds, sometimes they might feel like they're not as successful as they could be or would want to be. So what is one thing you think, or what is a couple things that you think you would change on your path or on your journey to make you feel more successful within this one new year that you've been granted or gifted?
Procrastination, just stop procrastinating. Just whatever I feel as if I need to do, just do.
Yeah, that's strong.
It's pretty simple.
I think that's a message for all of us, though. Of course, I'm mom at 41, and I procrastinate very, very often. And I think if we oftentimes change that first, then it would create our success daily. And we're able to create success daily and put that on our roadmap of our journey that we're going on. And calendar it and catalog what we're getting right and what we're getting wrong so we don't go back and make those same mistakes again. Anything else you want to add that you wanted to add to your journey, or anything that you would like to do on this new year that I haven't tapped into?
Drink more water.
Drink more water. Hydrate.
It's
Very
hot.
good. So I'm very, very proud of my son at 22. Yay! This is the son that made me a mother. I'm very, very proud to be his mother. He is the son that taught me that you have to live outside the box and you have to learn outside of the box. This untraditional child that I had taught me how to be an untraditional mother very, very early. I don't regret it. I don't regret not one piece or one moment of his childhood or anything. So I am very grateful that that I had him, and I'm very grateful that we went through the struggle together and did everything that we had to do to learn and get through certain challenges together. So I wanted to do this video because this is my gift to my kids this year. Each and every one of my kids will actually do a video on their birthday, and I'll interview them, different questions with their age, their prospective ages, and I will ask them what they did different, just to give them an insight and a reflection on their lives and where they've come from and where they are, because I think they're doing a fabulous job in their lives at the ages that they are. And I have some wonderful kids. I can't complain at all. They keep me on my toes all the time. I stay young and fit because of them all the time. Young and fit. Oh wait, and thick too. Yes, baby. And thick. So I stay young because of them, and I'm very appreciative to them for making me the mother that I am. I have 4 boys, so now I feel like I'm Super Mom 4.0 because they're teaching me every day how to reach higher and higher heights of myself to be a better mother for them. So I thank you very much for watching this video, and please do wish my son a happy birthday, happy 22nd birthday, more to come, and thank you all for your support tremendously all the time. I'll leave his cash app below because I need to borrow $5. Can I borrow $5?
When they send you $5,
Okay, all right, I need to borrow $5. I don't know what I need it for. I'm just enjoying having to ask my kid for some money. Thank you, Gianni.